Well, good morning, everyone. How is your weather today? Ours is pretty cloudy, but it hasn't rained yet, and they said it was going to rain a little bit. So that's our weather here. And we are talking about the Advent calendar for at least 1 or 2 more days. As always, thank you for shopping with me at jackiebluhm.stampinup.net. And the Advent calendar, if you're interested, is 167335. And it's 12 days of crafting Advent calendar for $99. And if you look back on the last couple of videos, it shows you what's in the bundle and what the box looks like and all that good stuff, okay? And let's see here. Let me just 1 second. And we will get started. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, get those out of the way. If you have any questions, as always, just leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. I'm wiping off my desk because, you know, I embossed a little bit and that stuff sprinkles everywhere. It's kind of like glitter. Say hi if you're out there. Oh, and so I went online and I told you in my little announcement, go to YouTube and go to Stampin' Up and put in 12 days Advent calendar. You might find a lot of people unboxing it, but you want the Stampin' Up site on YouTube, okay? And it has 12 different really quick videos, and they show what the product is and how they used it. So they had to kind of stay to the format of, here's what you get to play with, and you can't really add anything else. But for me, I went and found all of the colors, which are right here, that I'm using today, which is Old Olive, Crushed Curry, Misty Moonlight, and Flirty Flamingo. I have a hard time with that one sometimes. But I changed mine up just a little bit. So, you know, I had to research, figure it out, watch the video 2 or 3 times, pause it, stop it, blah, blah, blah. So I did make 3 cards today, but there's quite a few more. I mean, there's 12 days worth. And I wanted to show you a couple of tips along the way, what their card was and how I changed it. So if you look online, you'll see what the cards were, and I will tell you how I changed them, okay? So the first card I made is this one. Birthday Wishes is the sentiment. And this is pretty much just like they did it. I added the bow and the pretty little, I don't know, they're not really gems. They're little shaker bits is what they are, okay? So I'm going to hold it up a little bit so you can see it. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about how I did this. And this is just an extra piece of paper underneath just to give some more depth. So there again, it's like it is in the card, in the video for card day number 1. These are all from day number 1. I just added the little bow around and added the pretty little sparkles. Okay. Card 2 is this one. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors. And the only thing I added was I embossed, or not embossed, I die cut this frame. And I added this little pretty flower from the ephemera bits and pieces. Okay, card number 1, card number 2, you know how I am. Card number 3 was just a blank piece of paper, so not this textured one. This is the brick one. It is the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. I just thought that added a little bit. I also added a little bit of crushed curry behind. So we'll put that down in a second. I did emboss just like they did on the Misty Moonlight, excuse me. And then I did do these bits just as they did. So with that in mind, let me pull in my chair and my bits and pieces. And I want to show you a couple of things. All right, so when you die cut these, you get all the little inside bits and the frame, okay? So, to make it easier on myself, what I did was I grabbed just a little piece of paper that's a little bit narrower, if you will. I just laid it like that, grabbed my snips, and I just want to make sure that it's a little bit under. Even if I accidentally cut some off and there's a hole, it's okay. Because, so if you did that, it's okay. All right, so then I'm going to turn this over, and this kind of has a direction. So you want to keep it the way it was. And this is where this fine tip glue comes really in handy. Okay, item number is 138309. And if you have any questions about products I'm using, just leave me a message and I will get back to you. Don't forget to do these little bits here. We are going to glue this down, so and we are going to glue within it, so it's okay if you don't. But and be careful because it comes out fast. You just need a little bit around the edges for now, and then those 3 little spots. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it down. And of course I went the wrong way, so let's go the right way. That will work. And we're just gonna, the little glue gives you some extra time. Okay, I'm gonna turn that over, and it's good to do it on here because the sticky will stay on here. Then we're gonna go in here into each one of these little wells for the rainbow, and we're just gonna put some glue. And little tip, when you're putting this back in, put your finger along that little where the needle goes, and this little needle will wiggle around a bit on you. So if you put your finger there, then you can kind of guide that, and you don't have to wiggle it around and break it off. Okay, I suggest you put the lid on even if you're going to come back and forth, because you don't want it to dry out. Okay, so I've got my 3 pieces. My pick tool is going to help me greatly in putting these in there, right where I want, and you just layer them up, like so. Oop, got a little sticky on me. That's par for the course, isn't it? You always have some sticky or glitter or a gem that falls. I have gems showing up all different kinds of places. On tools, on my table, on me. Okay, so get those all laid down. And sometimes I'll just stick a block on here, an empty block, and it just, you know, gives that glue some time and lets everything get nice and glued down. All right, so I've already done these other pieces. So, yeah, we'll just glue this one together quickly. So I'm going to take, and remember, when you have an embossing folder like this, you want to make sure, and this is just my Stampin' Seal tape runner, make sure that you use, oh no, it's not, it's the Seal Plus. The difference is the Seal Plus has little lines, strips of adhesive, and the snail has the dots. I prefer the dots most of the time, but this is kind of like if you need more stickum, if you will. So that's a good time to use that. Okay, now we have to decide. All right, and so this is going to go on here. Glue that down. Which side do we want to? I think this one. Well, that's just preference. Oh, maybe you can see the little bits and pieces. You can see the little lines a little better. Okay. And which way did I have it? This way. And I always line up and use my grid pattern. I'll even do it like this and say, okay, 1/2 inch. And then put it where I want. Make sure we're about 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. All right, like so. That's part number 1. Now we need to put these little pretties on. And we're just gonna kind of line these up where we want. And I think I'm gonna put some dimensionals onto here. If I could pick them up, it'd be great. So put one there, maybe just one in the middle. Hopefully that'll be good. All right, so let's get these glued up and see where this helps you, because there's a little flat piece for you to glue on rather than having the holes and bumps from the other. Okay. All right. So let's do the pink one in the corner, and I'm just going to kind of set it there so I can figure out where I want these. And I'm just kind of lining them up against the edge. I know that one's going to be in the middle and take up, you know, my words are going to take up a bit of space. So I'm just kind of setting those down. Leveling those up. And then my words are not unglued yet. That looks good. So I'm going to take off our little peely pieces, the backing to the dimensionals. And I'm going to set those down a little firmer. And we will put this on. Make sure we're straight. Sometimes I have to stand up, look around the camera. Ooh, I got crooked. There we go. Okay. So that's pretty much, other than adding this in the embossing folder, it's pretty much like it was. But I think I want to add a little something else. I haven't used these puffies yet, so I thought those might be cute. And a way that you can do it without taking them off and putting them back on is just to move this around, like a couple little rainbows. But we got quite a bit of rainbows. I mean, we could do a rainbow, or wish these had butterflies, or little cherries might be cute. A little flower, a little strawberry. I don't know. Should have figured this out, huh? Let's see, what else do we have? I don't really want a bow, because I already kind of did a bow. Let's see what other, oh, here we go. We have some more ephemera. I just put them into little containers like this, so that way I can rifle through them a little easier. I could add a flower. Oh, I love this little birdie, but I only have one, so I don't know where I want to use him. He's so cute. That's kind of cute. What do you think? Maybe a little comment. A little heart would be cute. Okay. What else do we have? Got a big blue butterfly. Yeah, that's a little big. A little bit big. Here, what about this? Come here. Sometimes you need your pick a tool just to get in the box with the stuff. All right, what if we did a little banner and a little birdie? Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? We have, what's the rest of those? Sorry, I'm just looking around all my little boxes to see what I want to find. And I don't see what I'm looking for. Of course. There we go. What about a gold little banner? That's kind of pretty. Where did my heart go? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's put that up here. I don't know if that's the right color. Actually, let's go back to this one because you could use just a piece of it. Okay. Sorry, I'm fiddling. I know you don't like to watch paint dry. That's kind of pretty. I could shorten it down to just that much. So this is why it takes so long. It's not if you're copying somebody, and maybe since I'm fiddling so much, I will just leave it. Let me see if anybody had a comment. Maybe there's enough on there? What do you think? I think maybe there's enough on there. Oh, here. There we go. Let's add a little bit of this. A little bling, if you will. That is always good. Oh, let go. They do, these don't have stick on the back of them, so you're gonna have to put some on. Kind of like that. Maybe like that. There we go. Okay. Get our glue out again. And I oftentimes, when I'm gluing like this, I will put the pick tool in my left hand and the glue in my right hand, so you can do double duty, and it just makes it easier to glue stuff down. If you have to, you can switch to your other hand. Wow, my pick tool is really not letting go. Kind of getting glue everywhere. I think I need to clean it or something. Let's put the glue on there. There we go. Okay, so again, the little tip for this is I always wipe it off. I put my finger so I have something to line it up with to get that in there, because I don't want that wiggling around and coming off, because it just wobbles around in the lid. All right, so sorry it took so long, and I hope, oh, I have one more tip. I was going to put this onto here, but it didn't dry in time because I was using the glitter glue. But I wanted to show you an easy way to get your edges, okay? So I've got my silicone mat, crafting mat, 127853. And I am just going to put a little line of glue. Kind of try and make it as even as you can. Again, put the lid back on that. And then you just have to line it up and stick it in. Just goop it on. As little or as much as you want. So hopefully you can see that. Hey Fonda, how are you? Thanks for watching. So we're just scooping it around on there. And then you've got to let it dry. And when you do, you get this. So it's a really nice way to put some glitter on, and that's what I was going to stick there, but it didn't glue in time. And then this will wash off, or you can just wait till it dries and clean it off. So that's what I have for you today. Let me pull these back in so you can see the pretties. And if you're just catching up, Fonda, this is the 12 days of crafting advent calendar. Right here, it comes in a nice little box, and it's all in there. And I'm just using the products that were in the box and adding my own little touches a little bit. So this one I added the crushed curry, I embossed, and I added the gems. Again, this one I did a die cut and I added the flower. This one I just added those little bling or the little shaker elements, and I added the bow. I hope you enjoy. I hope you get your crafting stuff out and play with it. Oh, and I wanted to show you one more thing. If these are too little to fuss with, we do have another option. We have the Sunshine Vibes, which has dies and stamps, and you can get a great big rainbow with really pretty little bits and pieces. And this is in the yearly catalog on page 63. And don't forget, you can get the bundle and get 10% off when you buy the stamps and the dies. Oh, and hopefully my husband will get that. And that's what I have for you today. As always, please let me know which one you like best, 1, 2, or 3. Thanks for watching. Bye now. And remember, I'll probably see you tomorrow morning for another video where I'll have a little bit more time.